This is the LMR SDR version 1.1 PCB which I had received from View3 Zulu Oscar Foxtrot a few days back, and I had posted about it. I had also purchased 5 integrated circuits along with it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and also one more is there, that is integrated circuit, but very difficult to see. If you have a good eyesight, you can see this small one here, that is SI5351. That is the clock generator for this circuit. I had shown that also some time back. What I received today is this nice kit. If you look carefully, you can see an Arduino Nano sitting deep inside. I don't know how clear it is for you. Anyway, this is a nice kit which was compiled by View3 Golf Echo X-Ray and sent to I think 10 or so people who wanted to homebrew it at that time. Fortunately for me, I would say some of them did not use the kit because they had other radios. So I was lucky enough to source this one from View3 Foxtrot Kilo Victor. This arrived by post today, and that's how I am having the kit. Otherwise, it would have been a tough job to source all these components independently from local market or online. Let us have a look at what are all inside. This is the main processor, Arduino Nano, and this tiny one is SI5351. I will not need this because I already purchased it as a soldered surface mount device soldered to the board, because I knew it would have been very difficult for me to solder this very tiny one surface mount device. This is a basic clock generator which generates the frequency, and that will be processed further by this Arduino Nano, which will be the brain of the LMR software defined radio. This is my very first software defined radio project. This is a large connector, multi-pin connector, another small PCB, rotary encoder. This is a rotary encoder. These are the bases for the integrated circuits, and these are the integrated circuits. I will not need the integrated circuits because I already have them, another copy, but I will need these bases to be soldered on to the PCB. But I see only 4 bases. I had seen 5 ICs. Resistors. Megohm resistors. Some of the components I am not familiar with because I am new to it. Oh, this is not resistor, this is inductor, microhenry. I have not seen these types of inductors so far. This is also inductor. Capacitors, transistor, Zener diode, electrolytic capacitors, crystal is here. Let me see what crystal. More transistors. Oh, this is also inductor. Ceramic capacitor. 7809, that should be the voltage regulator IC. LEDs. 4148 diodes. Again, looks like resistor, but these are inductors. Something I have not been very familiar. These are also inductors. I think View 3 GEX have changed the values because some of the values were not available, he was mentioning, and he has painstakingly modified the values by adding, I think, wires. What is this? I'll have to find out. Let me see. Oh, these are ICs. One more IC coming up. Resistors, capacitors, connectors. Oh, a lot of relays. So many relays are there. Capacitors. I'll have a tough time finding out which component should go where. These are jacks, earphone jack like jacks. One more tiny crystal is here. Capacitors, resistors, capacitors, resistors, electrolytic capacitors. I hope I won't lose any of these components by the time I finish assembling. Then I'll have to run around it. This is preset potentiometers, multi-turn preset potentiometer. Capacitors, I think these should be for higher voltages. That's just a brief review of the components, a huge list of components, and there is a bill of material here. What is lacking is I don't have a good, what I would say, manual to start assembling. So without a manual, I have the circuit diagram emailed by View 3 Zulu Oscar Foxtrot, and there are some material online, but I didn't get a full manual. That is going to be challenging because to go ahead with a new SDR project for me without a manual is going to be really, really tough. But I am hopeful of the support from some of the hams who have already homebrewed it and are using it. One is View 2 EVQ, who had assembled an earlier version. Then View 3 Zulu Oscar Foxtrot is there. View 3 AVE, who's having a good signal on the air with the additional 30 watt homebrew amplifier. Then View 3 OPD is there. And View 3 Golf Echo X-ray, who is quite nearby, in case I have to go to him for support. Physically also it is feasible, hardly 3 kilometers from my location. So I hope I'll be able to come out with a good software defined radio, that is LMR version 1.1. I went for the 1.1 version even though 1.7 is already there, just because it's my first attempt. I should start with something simpler. 1.7 has an additional advantage that it has a built-in amplifier, so that the output will be 15 watts, while the output of this one will be only 10 to 50 milliwatts. I'll have to find out how to get a pre-amplifier and another amplifier to get at least 5 watts, which I can use to drive my View 2 EVQ linear amplifier.